must be interested in making your virtual broadcasts special. Well, you came to the right place. My name's Eli, and I'm the product manager for Greenroom. Greenroom is the tool to help elevate a live web broadcast to feel like TV. We'll cover what exactly Greenroom does, what usage applications it falls into, as well as the more detailed feature set that puts it ahead of the rest. As a producer, you'll start in the dashboard view. This is where you will manage all your various events. On my particular account, you'll notice I've got access to multiple different channels. These logos represent separate brands or accounts. This is super useful for folks that will be working within the Greenroom across various orgs. As you come across the top row here, there are various notifications about activity going on in the Greenroom. The Greenroom's designed to be a collaborative environment, so it's important to keep up on what your colleagues may be working on for each event. Next to that, we've got an avatar bubble, which lets you manage some account level settings, which we can come back to. Now, the main view you see here, the default Shows tab, is an organized view of your various events. At the top, you've got immediate access to the shows that are going live next. As you move down the page, you've got access to your full list of shows. They're divided into upcoming and past. Over here, you can toggle this view to a calendar format. View it by day, week, or month. If you pick a particular event from this list, you can start setting up your show. This area here lets you browse through the various shots created in your show. You'll have to have configured a few beforehand to see this. Once someone's been invited, they'll have Greenroom access and become an asset you can use within your room to start building shots. This will make a little bit more sense in a minute here. You can also create additional sessions that support your event, like a recording session, or maybe a time where you're rehearsing with that group. There's also some additional, more detailed configurations down here. That stuff you'll probably end up jumping into and playing around with as you get up to speed. Here you control where your broadcast ends up. This account is configured by default to go to the events platform. Of course, the Greenroom's capable of plenty of other destinations, including your favorite social media platforms. Alrighty, we've gone on long enough. Let's get into the actual Greenroom, where the magic happens. This cogwheel up here, as well as this presenter invite tab, let you access some of those same settings we were just looking at. The Feeds tab shows you the live presenters that are actively in your Greenroom, available to be placed in a shot. You can just drag these directly onto your canvas. This is the Shot tab. We'll be explaining this one a little bit further on in the video. The Media tab lets you upload photos, videos, and presentations for use in your broadcast. These can also be dragged directly into the canvas. The Media tab is particularly exciting and unique in the Greenroom. It's an incredible improvement over the traditional screen share method. Once a file is uploaded, your presenters are no longer at the mercy of local bandwidth, as it's stored and broadcasted from the cloud. This means that your attendees will always see that fine print on a PowerPoint or the high-fidelity video files. Built-in deck controls allow for seamless transitions between multi-presenter decks or sharing those controls between producers and presenters alike. The Notes tab is pretty straightforward. We get you started with some best presentation practices here. This is really a feature that's open to your imagination, whether that's collaborating on a speech, keeping a few key bullet points in mind, or maybe some asynchronous feedback between your team as everyone's reviewing the show. All notes can be shared with anyone in the Greenroom. Stay updated in real time with the Chat tab, individual messaging, group chatting, as well as a chat feature that can bring event page comments directly into the Greenroom. Lastly, the Design tabs, where you can find all the customization options to make your broadcast a branded experience. Control the colors, backgrounds, borders, and more. I'm excited to show you how this bottom tray functions, so I'm gonna jump over to the show board. Show board is where you can design, build, and collaborate on all your shots. You're able to prepare your entire show ahead of time, so everyone involved knows what's going on. To get started, let's enter the show builder. This is where you can do all your prep work ahead of time and collaborate with others on your shots. Your first shot here is created for you. We can pick a layout and then simply start dragging and dropping our feeds directly onto the canvas. It's really simple. You've got a few other options right here below. You can toggle your titles on and off, as well as set an expected duration. All right, now let's go ahead and create our second shot. For this one, I'm gonna go ahead and set myself up to be a presenter with a slide deck that I've created here. If you'd like to give your shot a name, you can just do that directly here. You can also go back at any time and rename any of those shots. I'm gonna go ahead and add one last shot. You'll see our duration is automatically matching the video length here. Once you're ready to go live, the shot tab becomes an awesome resource. When you're broadcasting, you're welcome to click around and make sure you're prepped for what's to come, or even make an amendment on the fly. Pre-show media is a special shot that allows you to schedule a particular media item before the show. Those minutes that lead up to your broadcast are hectic. Instead of your attendees staring at a black screen, you can have a hold slide up with some music or maybe a looping video, so everyone's engaged, even if you end up starting a few minutes late. Post-show media is similar. Set up a timed leave behind slide, so as soon as your broadcast ends, your attendees have something to look at. Now, once everything's lined up and you're ready to go live, click here and you're off to the races.